Morning, econ students. The first thing you're going to notice is I got a bigger whiteboard. Yay! We don't have to use the whiteboard that was the size of a cookie sheet anymore. Today we're going to talk about the rate of change and why it's useful in your everyday lives. You need to understand this to protect yourself. Suppose the price of gas increases from $2 to $2.20 a gallon. How do you find the rate of change or the amount of the increase in percent terms? You have the second value minus the first value. It was $2, it went up to $2.20, divided by the price of the gallon originally. Second value minus first value divided by the first value. That is 0.1, and that's a 10% increase in the price of gas. What happened to your rent? Well, let's say your landlord raised your rent from $1,200 to $1,300 a month. You take the second value minus the old value, divide it by the old value, and you find out that's an 8.3% increase. Well, your boss decides to throw you a bone and give you a raise. So he raises your paycheck from $800 to $850. You take your new pay minus your old pay, divided by your old pay, and what you see is you got a 6% pay increase. Well, you have to think about what's happening in the real world. So you don't want to calculate the price of gas. You probably want to calculate the increase in your price of rent, but you don't want to calculate the price increase for all the consumer goods you buy. Fortunately, we have the Consumer Price Index to do that for you. We talked about that before. You use the Consumer Price Index to get the inflation rate. Again, the kind economists at the Bureau of Labor Statistics have done that for you. How do they get it? You take one CPI value and the CPI value for the following year. So the second year minus the first year divided by the first year. Last year, the Consumer Price Index had a value of 257. Suppose we were living in a science fiction movie and the CPI jumped to 280. What would that inflation rate be? 280 minus 257 divided by the 257, so it's new value minus previous value divided by the previous value, is 8.9%. Well, the overall inflation rate for consumer goods is 8.9%. And you look and you say, well, my rent is going up about as much as all the other consumer goods. That makes sense. Gasoline's going up just a very small amount more than the price of other consumer goods. But what's happening to my paycheck? You find out your paycheck only went up 6.3%. So even though your paycheck got bigger, you're worse off. And that's the concept of real income. And you always need to understand your real income and what's happening to it. Your real income is what really matters to you. So how do you determine what's happening to your real income? You compare your pay increase to the inflation rate. Well, you can see that the inflation rate is 8.9%, but your pay went only up 6.3%, so you're not able to buy as much stuff. And that is what your real income is, your purchasing power. How much real stuff can you buy? It doesn't matter what the price on the stuff is. What matters is the amount that you can buy compared to what you used to be able to buy. The price is just the way we keep score. What you care about is the amount of real stuff that your income will purchase. See you next time.